there, lovely folks of YouTube. Ren here. It's almost time for another Sabbath, which means it's time for another tea blend. I was originally planning on putting this video up on Wednesday, but life happened. I had some health issues that needed to be resolved first. I'm feeling better. It's nothing serious. It's just a flare-up of one of my chronic issues. But anyway, we're moving on. We're here to make a tea for Litha, which is the summer solstice, or midsummer, as some people call it. For this tea, I chose exclusively herbs that are associated with solar and fire energy. So that's the energy that we're bringing into this tea. And of course, solar energy being sort of that energy of success and happiness means that this tea can also be used for those purposes as well. So, get my little recipe book here. So we're starting with black tea. I'm going to use 4 parts, and of course I'm using teaspoons as my parts. Here's a little fun thing that you could do if you so choose. If you want a little more oomph in your tea, both flavor-wise and association-wise, you could use Earl Grey. So Earl Grey tea is flavored with oil of bergamot. There are 3 different plants that we call bergamot, and this one in particular that's used in Earl Grey is bergamot citrus, which is citrus bergamot, I think is the actual genus and species name. But it being a citrus, you know, it's related to the orange, so it brings a lot more of that solar energy into it. So if you really want to give your tea a little bit extra oomph, if you like Earl Grey, then you can use that. Honestly, the only reason I'm not using Earl Grey is simply because I don't have any loose leaf Earl Grey in the house right now. It's gone. So we went through it all. Oh well. We big Earl Grey fan in our family. So, but yes. Black tea is what I'm using, but you could substitute Earl Grey and you would have that same energy, just a little amplified. So if you're an Earl Grey fan, feel free to use that too. All right, so our next ingredient here, rosemary. Sorry, my light is wonky. So we're going to do 1 part of rosemary. Again, rosemary has a lot of those solar and fire associations. Lovely little smell to it. I always love rosemary. Our next ingredient here, 1 part of calendula. Calendula is sometimes called marigold, but there are 2 different plants that are called marigolds. This is Calendula officinalis. The other marigold is also sometimes called African marigold, and that's the Tejidi species. We're using the calendula species in this one. So this is calendula petals, 1 part of that. Orange peel. Gotta have an orange. It's midsummer. So we're doing 1 part of orange peel, and this is one that I probably should have broken up beforehand, but again, lack of foresight on my part. So I'm going to kind of estimate here. I'll have to overestimate a little bit because of course some of that space is empty. We're going to break that up. I of course always get my orange peel just from oranges that I buy at the grocery store. It's a nice way to sort of, you know, get extra ingredients for your crafts. You eat the orange and you save the peel. It's very thrifty too. There's no reason to be spending money on buying orange peels from a craft shop or a retailer when you can literally just buy oranges at the grocery store. Obviously, it's better to use organic oranges if you can, and make sure that you scrub the oranges before using the peel, because sometimes they have sort of a waxy coating on the outside of the peel in order to keep it looking fresher and shiny in the grocery store. There we go. So there's our 1 part of orange peel, and then this is our last ingredient. This is one I do not have in my garden. I did have to purchase this one. This is St. John's wort. St. John's wort is probably like the epitome of a solar plant. It is so widely associated with midsummer, that solar energy. I mean, there's no plant that I can think of that better epitomizes the sun and solar energy than St. John's wort, particularly midsummer solar energy. 1 caveat of warning with St. John's wort, actually 2. So first is that St. John's wort is sort of a natural antidepressant. which means that if you are on antidepressant medications, it can interact with those medications. So if you're taking any kind of medication for a neurotransmitter imbalance, please ask your doctor if it's safe before you take anything with St. John's wort in it, because you can send yourself into serotonin syndrome, which is real bad. So there's that. Also, even for those of us who are not on a medication that alters our neurotransmitters, St. John's wort can cause some photosensitivity, meaning that it makes you more likely to burn in the sun. So for those of us with lighter skin tones, that's also worth keeping in mind. So, but that is our blend right there. Look at that. Isn't that? Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Got that nice golden orange color to it. Really nice, citrusy, herbal, just very bright smelling. It's a good one. So this is a good blend to wake up with in the morning. So if you need that little something to get you going in the morning, if you're just really feeling kind of lethargic and down, this is a really good one for you. That solar energy will just get you right up. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying the smell way too much here. But anyway, there we go. That is our Summer Solstice tea blend. So I hope y'all have a chance to try it out. I hope you enjoy it. As always, I'll be back soon. So blessed be, and I hope this video finds you well.